Good morning, guys. A little bit of toing and froing this morning, but we're going to be talking about, have you left it too late to bring your property to market before Christmas, which I think is about 6 weeks out. Crazy but true. Stay tuned. We'll be coming back to you guys soon.
This pollen season's getting me.
Yeah, it is badly. You and everyone else.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. People that have never had hay fever before all of a sudden have got hay fever.
It's true.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's all that, there's like all this dusty stuff in the air. It's awful. We're out doing a Friday morning walk and it's everywhere, all that dust. Anyway, all good. Guys, this morning we're going to be talking about, have you left it too late to bring your property to market before Christmas? Now, this is always a really funny time of year because I often wonder, you know, like everyone wants everything done before Christmas. And I was talking to some tradies the other day who said, why does everyone leave everything right to the last moment? And I said to him, why does everyone think that like the world ends on the 25th of December and then restarts again on the 26th? It's really weird. Like everyone wants everything done before Christmas, but it just rolls over onto a new day the next day.
It does, but I do think financially with the way rates are moving and the way the market's moving, there's good cause for sooner than later. Happy Friday, Jeff.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Good morning. Yeah, so no, it's interesting. But again, you know, this is always a conversation that comes up time and time again at this time of the year. Have you left it too late to bring your property to market? So I've had a massive week of listing. Massive week. Property is the property that's launching now, that's going to be launching this side of the year. And I believe that we're going to have a very late spring selling season as well. What do you think?
I think it's a beautiful sign to buyers. If you see something coming on at the moment, I think that person is super motivated, super serious, and they've made a conscious decision not to wait till next year. I think you may find the people next year are a bit flippy-floppy, and the people that are doing business now and selling are rigid, serious.
Yeah.
So it could be some really good buying the next week, 2 or 3, because the people that are putting their property in the market are like pumped.
Yeah, they are, absolutely. And look, not only that, but people forget a couple of things about coming on at this time of the year. First of all, I'm big with, you know, suggesting to vendors that you're going to be selling in isolation rather than in competition, because I agree. I think we'll be seeing a lot of stock coming on in the new year. I think that spring selling season is going to start about mid-January. That's my thoughts. I've been appraising an unusually large amount of property lately, and then obviously that pipelines into listings. But not only that, guys, don't dismiss the fact that a lot of people have got time at the end of the year. You know, we're busy during the year, and then you sit down with your mobile phone at the end of the year and you start flipping through realestate.com and Domain, and people are all over social media. So don't dismiss that. People have got time.
And if you are choosing an agent to sell, I think it's really important to know what that agent's going to be up to over that Christmas period. So a lot of agencies close down, a lot of agents go away. So if you're interviewing a real estate agent at the moment, you want to be asking your agent, what's your plans over that sort of December, January? Are you taking any weeks off?
I love
Is
that.
your agency opened?
Love that.
Because I think agents do the little duck and weave, throw the junior in, and in the most critical time in your selling campaign,
and then head off to New York.
And you got junior on your campaign. And you're like, where's the guy or girl that I employed? And they're like,
or they sign you up and there is no junior.
And then they convince you.
They sign you up and there is no junior, and then they say, which is what we heard from a real estate agent ourselves, we heard it last year, they said it's really quiet over that period of time.
Oh, there's no one around.
There's nobody around.
Nothing
and so we'll start the campaign in mid-January. So guys, if you are going to be signing up, make sure that you do ask your agent, are you going to be here? Are you going away? Because the facts of the matter are, it's busy. As a business, we stay open. We're not on skeleton staff. We stay open all the way through.
Are you not on your tippy toes anymore?
I'm sort of bouncing around between tippy toes and not tippy toes. we're out for a walk, and we decided that we were going to do a morning
Live,
minutes
just,
while
you know,
we're out and about.
Just as you do. Okay, so we talked about timing of selling for sellers. We talked. You know what else I'd like to talk about? Buying.
Yeah.
I'm getting asked by so many people, do I just like hang around and wait till January, February, March because I'm going to be buying for less? Do I buy something now? And my answer, I had a mate of mine, John, from out, Mr. John, the car dealer, ring me last night. He said, mate, I'm a cash purchaser. What do you reckon? And my advice to him was, I said, if it's a unicorn property, you just got to buy it. I said, if something comes on that's a unicorn, you just got to buy it. I said, if it's an everyday property, doesn't really matter if you buy this quarter or next quarter. I said, I think they're going to be similar. But fundamentally, what I did say to him, I said, if you're borrowing money,
this is the clincher.
Be very, very careful, because you're simply not going to get that loan.
Yeah.
So you're simply not going to get that loan. So if those rates move up again in December, if they move up again in February, a lot of people are just not going to be eligible to get funding.
Yeah, so Mark's asking, how do you get buyers?
Has the camera moved, or?
No, it's you.
This is hard. This is hard on my,
hard on his arm. Do you want me to
hard on
swap
my arm. No.
How do you get buyers off the fence in a slowing market? So you're in New Zealand, Mark. G'day. Hope you're well. So look, it really just comes down to price and urgency. So that's. I'm here. We're ad-libbing this morning, guys, while we're out and about on a walk.
Okay, that's a good question. I just did I've got two arms now. One to the left and one to the right.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Us girls and some guys
it's
as
harder
well.
For you.
No, we carry babies around, in our arms. We carry them around all the time. You don't hear us complain about sore arms.
No, I don't never hear a mum with a baby complaining.
So how do we do it? How do we get buyers across the line? There's two ways: urgency and price. That's the bottom line.
So mine is
what?
Trust.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
absolutely. Trust comes into it.
When you do talk about urgency and price, and the buyer trusts your advice, they'll listen to your advice. The otherwise, it's just like, you should buy now. Like typical agent. But I find building trust with your community and building trust with your buyers and sellers, and then guiding them with what you think's heart of heart's the best thing to do. They'll follow you.
And also, just being honest, like I've got a really, really good two-bedder that's on the market at the moment in Maramba Road. Now, that vendor wants that property sold within the next 7 days. I presented him with an offer yesterday that I believe is too low. He said, let's take it. And it's always on the vendor's instruction. I said, can you please just give me another 24 hours? I've got some buyers going through now, actually this morning at 8 o'clock. Michael, my colleague, is taking them through. And but I can tell you now, we're going to get a deal done. Now, that property is priced to be sold within the next 7 days. So, as I said, Mark, to you, you've got to create, as Mark said, trust is obviously always important. It's a beautiful thing.
Lasts forever.
100%. It really does. And Mark, I know there's been many a time when we have actually told people, just wait, don't buy yet. Or we've said to vendors, just hold, don't sell yet. I've actually got a whole lot of vendors in my phone. True story. I've got a whole lot of vendors in my phone, and I've put a little unicorn next to their name, because they're the vendors that I've said, hold your property, don't sell it yet. The market's not there. I'll call you when it comes up. And so I've got to go through my mobile phone when the market comes up, look for the unicorn, and then I will call all of those clients. So trust is a very, very important thing, but creating urgency and just getting that price right. And often just saying to your vendors, look, how quickly do you want to be sold? Do you want to be sold within the next 7 days, within the next 14 days? Because here's the plan to enable this for you. And as I said, creating that urgency and getting that price guide right.
I think people got some serious discounts out there. I looked at Narroween yesterday, corrected 19%. I'm thinking, what a wonderful time to get into the market. Like if it's do you get in when it's all-time high? Do you get in when it's all-time low? Do you just never get in because you're just always thinking about it? It's like, Hey, Friday Frenzy, what else happened the week? Melbourne Cup?
Yeah, we had Melbourne Cup, which was fun. We took the crew out this week. Everyone got out to have a few drinks and maybe some hangovers on Wednesday. I was actually super sensible on Tuesday because as I said, we've had a really busy week, Mark.
Busy.
Listings, lots of deals on the table at the moment. And so I just couldn't afford the foggy head on the Wednesday.
In the news, what happened in the news? And seems like the
interest
budget.
rate. Well,
we've got a cracker kindy for sale, which is a 6 to 7% net return. I have not seen that return on commercial property. Goodbye.
People love a kindy, don't they?
They love a kindy, but I've not seen. Like, can you imagine spending $4 million and getting 275 grand of rent every single year?
But you've had a bit of interest on that, haven't you?
Net of strata fees, net of council, net of water. The tenant pays everything. No land tax. Tenant pays the maintenance of the property. That's a serious return. I haven't seen that for a long time.
My goodness.
So for people that are out there, there's a bit of cash buyers out there. That is a cracker.
And one of my favourites this week is a very, very much on the quiet waterfront house in Manly that I have brought on. What a phenomenal opportunity for anyone out there that is interested in buying an absolute harbourfront property in Manly. It's really a blue chip location. I don't think we use that word very often, do we?
My arm really hurts.
Do you want me to swap with you? Mark's really struggling here. It's good. It's good for the biceps.
Look at that bicep.
It's good for the biceps. Turn it around. You can show everybody, Mark. Do you want to give it a little rest?
No, that's right. No, you want to do it properly, Lisa. You're not experienced in this arm hold. Just get hold of the field.
Gee, that's a real talent,
this is like
Mark.
my responsibility.
This is a real talent.
Okay, Rosie Sullivan, happy Friday, you legend. If you want a good trainer in Australia, Rosie will train you for real estate stuff.
The marks are egging each other on. The marks are egging
Get the guns going. I'm finding that discounting my 3-bedroom townhouse and are looking for a standalone. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed about buyers.
But that's an age-old problem, Mark. That you're always going to compete.
But people are scoring property really hard. If you were on a main road a year or two ago, I don't care. I'll buy it. If you're on a main road now, people are scoring hard. I'm taking something.
Hang on a
sec.
Price. Wait a minute. No. I don't get the whole main road thing. I've got 2 properties at the moment.
People are scoring harder.
Okay, but I want to address that. I've got 2 properties at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to hold this because I can't stand the complaining. I've got 2 properties at the moment where they're both on Pittwater Road. Oh my God. Seriously, Rosie, help me out. He's so annoying. 2 properties at the moment, Pittwater Road. I want to talk about the main road addresses, just while you've brought that up, Mark.
I can't wait to hear you
Don't diss the main road address. Now,
electric cars are coming.
Okay, that aside, listen, if main road addresses were that bad, do you think there'd be anyone, all those properties would be vacant on the main road? Okay, so not only that, but with a main road address comes a couple of things, many things actually. Proximity to public transport, shops, usually very easy access to things like beaches, shopping centres and the like. Now, convenience. The 2 properties that I've got, Mark, hello.
Hey, hello. We just got a bit of space.
Just say hi. We're just doing a Facebook Live. Do you want to say hi to the world?
What you're doing?
He's here to tape up Mark's arm.
He's going to tape my head up.
Look. He's here to tape up Mark's arm.
Very dangerous, yeah. Watch out for real estate agents. Hey, get off me.
Talk about it. It's always Friday frenzy. There's always something weird going on a Friday. But the 2 properties that I've got on at the moment are super quiet. They've got Pittwater Road addresses and they are extremely quiet locations. So one is a house in North Manly that is set so far back from the main road that you can't see or hear a single car. And then the other one is not even facing Pittwater Road, it's facing completely the other way. So don't diss those main road addresses. Now,
how's your arm going, Leeds?
My arm's fine. You've got to remember, Mark, I'm used to holding the camera like this pretty much most of my day.
Yeah, but that was 14 minutes holding like that. Anyway, see you guys. All right, so that's Morning Minutes. And
we're a bit all over the shop.
We love you.
A bit all over the shop this morning.
We will see you
Bit of fun.
On Monday. Have a great week.
But guys, can I just say, just before we finish up, Mark, the moral to this story is get your property on the market now, sell now in isolation rather than in competition next year. That spring selling season, my crystal ball tells me, is going to start about mid-January. We're going to see a bit of stock coming on.
And don't forget to ask your real estate agent.
Lisa Glynn.
Hey.
Lisa Glynn's on, our designer's
that's
on.
the lady that does all the designing at Novak.
She's phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But don't forget to ask your agent wherever you are in the country or in the area, if your agent is going to be operating through the Christmas period.
Correct.
Because sometimes their office will be closed or they will disappear and they're going to leave you with Junior.
Yep. True story.
Love ya. See ya.
See you guys.